Next, we have Fred Sagwe from somewhere in Kenya. I don't know exactly where. Okay.
Hello, dear.
Hi, I'm Kamal.
I'm Fred.
Okay, we can't see you, but we do have the text thing.
You can't see my text? Hello?
Hello.
Yes?
No, we only have the signal from you, but we don't see the image.
The image is all, but I'm seeing.
Yeah, we got it. Yep, we can see the PDF. We can see the PDF now.
Okay.
Hello. Yep. Hello. Yeah, we've got you there, Fred.
Fred, I think I think the connection is too flaky. Why don't you just talk, and you just talk, and we can hear you, and people can talk to you.
That's fine.
I think, yeah. Why don't we just do that?
It's okay now. Okay. I send my greetings from Kenya, and hope you are fine.
Yeah, absolutely. We can hear you absolutely well. No problem.
That's fine. Thank you. So mine was to present. Mine was to present a talk on a need to integrate the ICT, computer science, and chess in the Kenyan curriculum. So far, we have been having the subjects on our curriculum, but we have been having them particularly on the upper primary and the high school. So we have been having some kind of problems, a bit on. We've been having some kind of problems on maybe on the issue of the curriculum, how we integrate, and on the side of the learners. So that's why I did. Maybe most of the research already had been done on the same, but what I wanted to do was to put the piece together and see that if it's possible for me to, if it's possible for me to show the correlation between the ICT, computer science, and chess. So mine is to make sure that on the point of the introduction and background, that when we change our curriculum, because we want to have a survey on writing our curriculum, so that by 2016 we have to see that some of these disciplines are integrated in the curriculum. So far, the ICT is given prominence more than the computer studies, which is also the same as computer science and chess. So, but when I was doing a bit of the research here, I saw from the some work which has been done. It's that these three disciplines share some characteristics. For one, both of them have no barriers in terms of age, class, society. So anyone can learn the foundations from the beginning. Well, both of them can be used as education tools to aid learning. And I believe that these tools and experience are needed to prepare students for the 21st century, regardless of their ultimate field of study and occupation. Okay, we have the ICT tools, that one we know about them. I won't have to say about the definition of ICT because I think a lot of us know. But I could be saying on someone here and quote that ICT are a device set of technological tools and resources which are used for creating, storing, and managing communication information. So the roles of ICT in developing high-order skills are known, like they enable development of high-order skills, which are the same on the other subjects, and they also help in cooperation, collaboration, problem solving, and applying technology, development of solutions. So let me talk a bit of the ICT integration in Kenya. We have the Kenya government has put ICT in terms of Vision 2030. That is to make Kenya to be a middle-level economy. But already we have achieved the status from the World Bank, which did some calculations. We also have one-to-one national laptop deployment for the standard one pupils, which is an ongoing project. We also have the economic stimulus package, which has been from the year 2011. So we have been integrating ICT in high schools and giving professional development to Kenya teachers and other development partners like British Council, Microsoft, and Intel. We go to computer studies, and I say, okay, we have, all of us know, like now this week we have an hour of code, which is running from the date of 8th up to 15th. And in that case, when I was having a comparison of the coding and computer science, I thought, okay, these start similarities, and then that we want to target the young kids, in particular to do a bit of coding. So this one was missing. And then actually the computer science is made and targeted mostly on the high school students, which I think that is the case, which is having a problem. And if we take, for example, the examples of what computer science can do, like I was given a study of America here, that the children who run the introduction to computer science show improved scores. 90% of K-12 schools in the US don't teach computer science. And then, of course, we know countries like United Kingdom, Australia, Ireland have integrated their computer system from their elementary. So, and another thing is that anyone can learn the basics, starting from elementary school. That's very good also. Now, computer science in Kenya curriculum. Well, in computer science, we start from Form 1 to Form 4. Form 1 and Form 2, we have the ICT, which resembles the ICT curriculum for most countries. That's hardware, software, computer, everyday life, processing, databases, security and control. Then we go to Form 2, where we have data representation, elemental programming, networking, impact of ICT. So we have a problem here, because programming now, assuming the context of coding, is introduced in Form 3. That's 1 year to final Form 4 examination. And then, now students don't have enough time, because we have 1 year to Form 4, and then we're supposed to come up with creativity and innovation in creating your project. So I think that's where the problem is. And then, of course, we have the chess game, because I want to see the correlation between the three of them. In Chess Kenya, of course, all of us, we know that Chess Kenya, chess game is a branch of sport, which is played between two players. It has all the features of a sport, and it has two pieces, white and black. And the game, all of them are totaling 16. And when the players make their move, starting with white, and when the game ends, we call it checkmate. So we want to see the advantages of playing this game. One, it challenges gifted children, for potentially helping and achieving students to study and strive for excellence, demonstrate the importance of flexible learning, concentration, teach boys and girls regardless of their natural abilities. We have IQ scores. It solves problem solving and abstract decisions independently, fosters critical thinking and creative thinking, and teach how to think logically and efficiently, learning to select the best choices from a number of options. So when we have the game in Kenya, we have Chess Kenya, which is the body governing and developing chess in Kenya. Chess Kenya is an affiliate of Federation of International FIDE and is in charge of the game activities. So the game in Kenya is just as an extracurricular activity, not in the co-curricular activity. Now, the methodologist here was mostly on the ICT and computer science, was on the descriptive structure design, the studies, of course, and pilot study on the part of chess. The instrument used here was questionnaire, and we did give a sample of a count numero, which had 220 respondents, 150 were males and 70. And the ages were between this one. Okay, we combined this one, the sample, for ICT and the computer science, because the difference is very little. most of the teachers who teach ICT are the same teachers who are teaching computer science. So the difference is just almost the same problems which are combining the ICT are the same problem which almost affect computer science. So for the chess game, I did a case study here. There's a student here who did, that was the year 1906. And he said that if, by playing chess, it helped him to improve his scores. So he was number 2 overall in Kenya. And he attributed his performance to playing the game. Well, the results were here because we focused on Meru. There's some of the results we got here. Of course, there's a limited supply of qualified ICT/computer studies teachers in Kenya, and the level of ICT training of majority is far from being secure. We have also the ICT package, of course, which we are saying. Here we have something like a Microsoft Word, Access, the packages. Most of them, like the spreadsheets, the teachers have from them. And all the factors here, I was saying that they almost mirror the same thing. The challenges which are affecting the ICT are the same challenges which are affecting the computer science. But for the chess game, we actually, it's just a co-curricular activity. It's not supported, and we don't have any professional development on the same. So the recommendation here, I pledge that if 2016 reaches, we both integrate ICT, computer science, and chess from the elementary school level. And in particular, we we opt that it can go even to the early childhood, because we have seen that like the hour of code we are programming 4 years to up to 100 years. So it means that ICT, computer science, and chess, one can start doing the activities right from 4 years old. Kenya to embark on a pilot program, that one of promoting chess. They come also with a crash program on the same. Whereas for now, the computer studies is put more of package of ICT than computer studies. So we are recommending that computer studies to be reconstituted, or like to be done on its own, and such a way that the ICT will be done on its part and the computer science, or they add more computer science curriculum to the ICT, to just as the other part of the world are doing. And if possible, we have county villages in the country, so we can establish digital villages and conversing ICT, computer science, and chess. So we are implying that if you have a digital village, you can have a digital village where we can play all the game. We have ICT tools there, we have computer science and chess in just one single hub. And the Kenya Institute of Curriculum Development to organize a seminar and a brainstorming session for the public ICT and the computer science teachers to correct views from the past experience, share and exchange notes with a view of affecting the necessary changes. Well, so the conclusion, which I think can even affect the other part of the world, was that it's possible for us to combine all these three subjects in together. And it has been proved by case studies and other research which has been done that all of them share some characteristics here. One, they have no barriers. So we have, even chess game, someone can play from the age of 4, which the same applies to ICT, computer science, in terms of coding. Of course, they bridge the class, society, rich and poor. One can learn the foundations and basics of from elementary level. That's one of the basics, one of the most important things which they share. Now, both of them also can be used as educational tools with learning. I think for the computer science and in particular coding, it has never been used for a tool, but for now, we all know that and accept that you can use computer science and coding as a tool. So all of them, ICT, computer science, and chess can be used also as a tool. And I believe that if we combine all those three, the ICT, computer science, not only in Kenya, but worldwide, we can prepare the students for the 21st century, regardless of their ultimate field of study and occupation. Thank you very much. I welcome questions and comments.
Thank you. So you brought in this distinction which so far we have not had, which is between ICT and computer science. So that's something we will continue to discuss. But one question I'd like to ask you is, why specifically chess? I mean, did you also think of other games like checkers, or I mean, or did you? Why did you decide on chess as the?
Well, thank you very much on that. I agree that if you play board games like maybe checkers and other drafts, the other game like Scrabble, but all of us know that the chess game is the most mightiest game, is the most brainy game of all the games here. And it has, and most of the case studies which have been done on all the games have been dwelling on chess game and the advantages that chess has done. Mine was just to see the correlation between the three, the ICT, computer science, and the three of them, and see that how they relate to each other. Otherwise, I'm not saying that we cannot use the other board games. We can use the Scrabble, checkers, and other games. But from the case studies which have been done from, because these are 2,000 years, and actually the game even started from India. So it has been being played for 2,000 years, and it's a game which is known, and it has more benefits if compared maybe to the other games. But I'm not saying that we cannot use the other games to combine the three.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Yeah.
Hello?
Hello.
Ask about your work with the teacher service, the Kenyan teacher service. You know, how was the experience with working with teachers, school teachers, on the computer science curriculum and these projects with chess that you're working on? Much of the stuff that you talked about was on the curriculum, but what is the experience in working with teachers?
Thank you very much. Okay, personally, I'm a teacher myself, but I think the most important, one of the worst fears we have is fear of technology. That one we have here. Teachers mostly in rural places, like when you are trying to integrate the ICT in high schools and the one laptop project. So teachers are not used to the ICT tools like computers and other things. And then like computer science, they believe that you cannot teach. For example, we are saying that we recommend Kenyan government to teach using the unplugged materials. So if you talk the word term computer science, somebody believes that you must have computers, they are big lab, very expensive things to have that algorithm, to have the competition thinking on runners. So they associate computer studies, even the principles, with the high cost. It's like high cost, cost 3, because of projects. We have projects in Kenya, Form 4, Form 3. They are being told, come up with a project, burn the CDs. The students are not well prepared, so most of the time they are spending their time, instead of learning, they are doing the practical. So the teachers, the principal telling them, no, leave that subject, go and do business, go do another subject, because if you do computer science, you will not pass, it's going to waste your time. So that's why I say that that's one of the problem. The major problem was the students did get that competition thinking, the algorithm from the lower primary. Had they been introduced early on the same, I think that one could have even made them and be aware that computer science, it can transcend all other subjects. But now we have teachers, the principals that actually who fight the subject. They tell you, you have very few students, 3 students or 4. Why should I spend on you? What's the meaning you want to bring to me? It's not about the future of the runner or running that computer science or maybe coding. So there's a problem. But the ICT, they are trying to impress it, because it's the initiative of the government and something like massive open online courses. So it is like ICT is given more impetus, but also we are trying that computer science at least could have been brought to elementary level, or more competing curriculum to be put on the ICT. So at least we have a head start. Hello. Hello.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? Okay. Thank you very much for your interaction, for joining us all the way from Kenya.
Thank you very much. I will share the material, or I think of your it.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.